Listen closely, my friend. That warm cup of milk with turmeric you drink at night, which you think is helping you sleep, could be the reason you keep waking up at 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. to pass urine. As a doctor, I've seen hundreds of seniors in India and the United States be surprised to discover that a simple evening habit was interfering with their most precious rest. It's not simply age. It's not only the bladder. Sometimes it's how we use good foods at the wrong moment. Turmeric, while potent, is no exception. Today, I'll show you just how to consume turmeric so that it works for you, calming your bladder, allowing you to sleep all night, and waking up rejuvenated instead of having to use the restroom frequently. We will discuss the proper timing, preparation, and the minor blunders that quietly ruin its effects. Before we begin, I'd like to hear from you. Where are you watching it from? And what time is it now? Please share in the comments. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and turn on the bell symbol. That way you'll never miss another health advice designed specifically for seniors like you. I read each one, and your response allows me to connect with you personally. And if you value your sleep and health, join now to ensure you never miss the next simple life-changing advice, tailored specifically for seniors like you. Why do elders frequently wake up at night to pass urine? As we get older, our bodies undergo subtle changes that we may not notice. They do, however, have an unexpected impact on our daily comfort. One such alteration includes a hormone called vasopressin, which helps the kidneys slow down urine production at night. In our earlier years, vasopressin levels normally rise at night, allowing us to sleep for 6 or 7 hours without having to wake up. However, around the age of 60, the nighttime release of vasopressin often diminishes. Without enough of this hormone, the kidneys continue to filter fluids at the same rate as in the daytime. This means that more urine is produced as we sleep, which fills the bladder faster and makes it difficult to stay in bed until morning. Many elders in Delhi and Mumbai view this as a normal part of growing older. However, knowing this process is the first step towards relief. Another subtle alteration is enhanced bladder sensitivity. When you were younger, your bladder could easily hold 400 to 500 milliliters before delivering a strong desire signal to the brain. In subsequent years, that capacity may be reduced to just 150 milliliters, or roughly half of a conventional steel glass. This means you feel the desire to urinate even when your bladder isn't full. For example, an older relative in Pune informed me that he would wake up 3 times per night to pass a slight dribble. When he realized his bladder was getting more sensitive, he started altering his nighttime routine and felt more in control again. Evening eating and drinking habits have a greater impact than most people believe. In many Indian houses, it is customary to drink 2 glasses of water with or after supper, eat a bowl of rasam, or drink warm milk right before bed. While these routines are pleasant, they discreetly increase your bladder load at a time when your body requires relaxation. Drinking substantial amounts of liquids after 7 p.m. forces the kidneys to continue working, resulting in frequent nocturnal awakenings. I frequently encourage my patients to drink the majority of their daily water between daybreak and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then gradually reduce their intake. Small sips in the evening are acceptable, but avoid big quantities of liquid-rich foods or beverages close to bedtime. Frequent nighttime urination disrupts more than just sleep. It steals the deep sleep your brain and body require to repair itself. Without adequate unbroken sleep, memory deteriorates, daytime energy levels decline, and balance might be compromised, increasing the risk of falling during those dark bathroom journeys. However, there is hope. Seniors can significantly lessen night awakenings by acknowledging these normal changes and making tiny conscious adjustments to their nighttime behaviors. You are not helpless against this pattern. With the appropriate timing, food, and mindfulness, you can still have quiet nights. Turmeric improves the bladder and sleep. For eons in India, turmeric has been more than just a cooking spice. It has been a reliable partner throughout my health journey. Turmeric, also known as haldi, is regarded in Ayurveda as a warming, purifying herb that balances the body's energy and promotes longevity. Our grandmothers would mix it with warm milk to treat coughs, apply it to wounds, or incorporate it into daily sabzi for overall vigor. Many of these traditional beliefs are now supported by modern medical research, which has confirmed turmeric's significant anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and therapeutic capabilities. Turmeric's ability to reconcile ancient wisdom and scientific validation makes it a truly wonderful aspect of an elder's diet, particularly when the goal is improved bladder health and comfortable sleep. Curcumin, a chemical found in turmeric, is fundamental to its efficacy. Curcumin is a natural anti-inflammatory that relieves discomfort throughout the body, including the delicate tissues of the bladder. When the bladder lining is irritated, it becomes more sensitive, giving impulses to urinate, even when it's empty. Curcumin reduces inflammation in the bladder, allowing it to store pee more comfortably and sleep for longer periods of time. I recall a 68-year-old retired teacher in Jaipur who began taking a small bit of turmeric with warm water in the early evening. Within 2 weeks, she noticed fewer midnight excursions to the restroom, and her mornings felt lighter and more vibrant. Curcumin does not provide such outcomes on its own. They result from consistent, deliberate use at the appropriate moment. Turmeric also has the unique potential to alleviate bladder lining discomfort caused by acidic urine or minor urinary tract infections. Many elderly people, particularly women, suffer quietly from chronic urinary discomfort, frequently believing it is simply a part of cleanliness. In fact, turmeric's calming properties can provide great relief. Its antibacterial and antiseptic characteristics promote a healthy urinary tract environment, making it more difficult for infection-causing bacteria to settle. A gentleman from Coimbatore once informed me that after including turmeric into his evening meal, not as a late-night drink, but as a vegetable curry before 7 p.m., he felt less rushed and uncomfortable, even on days when he had been more active. Aside from its effects on the bladder, turmeric benefits the neurological system, which influences how deeply and soundly we sleep. Curcumin regulates the release of specific neurotransmitters, calming hyperactive nerves and bringing the body into a state of relaxation. For seniors who wake up to urinate, this relaxing effect can help them fall back asleep. Imagine the tranquil relief of sipping a little cup of turmeric and ginger tea at 6 p.m. and sleeping well all night. A Lucknow patient reported that after starting this behavior, she felt less stressed at nighttime and had better dreams, indicating deeper, more restorative sleep. Turmeric, unlike other foods commonly recommended for bladder health, provides a unique set of advantages. While pumpkin seeds contain minerals and chamomile tea calms the mind, turmeric works both locally in the bladder and systemically throughout the body. It reduces inflammation, boosts immunity, improves digestion, and soothes the neurological system. This broad spectrum of effects makes it more adaptable than therapies that target only one component of health. For seniors in India, the message is plain. Turmeric, when used correctly and at the right time, can be a gentle yet strong ally. It respects the traditions we grew up with, is easy to incorporate into regular meals, and works in tandem with the body's changing demands. By incorporating this tiny change into your nighttime routine and combining it with proper hydration practices, you can protect your bladder, improve your sleep, and greet each morning with renewed power. 4. Common mistakes seniors make when using turmeric. Turmeric is one of India's most trusted health allies. Yet even the most helpful food may be harmful if used incorrectly. Many elderly people tell me that despite taking turmeric every day, they still experience nighttime urination or intestinal problems. Frequently, the problem is not the turmeric itself, but the timing, quantity, or meals it is consumed with. Understanding and avoiding these blunders will allow you to use turmeric to your advantage rather than against you. One of the most typical blunders is to take turmeric with a large glass of hot milk soon before bedtime. While Haldi Dood is a childhood comfort food, eating it too late floods your system with excess liquid just as your kidneys are preparing to shut down for the night. This surplus fluid almost guarantees a full bladder by 1 or 3 a.m. A retired banker from Nagpur informed me that he used to love his turmeric-infused bedtime milk, but after changing it to 6:30 p.m., he was finally able to sleep all night. If you prefer turmeric milk, keep it modest, approximately 150 milliliters, and consume it well before bedtime. Another mistake is taking turmeric on an empty stomach in the late evening. While some believe this improves absorption, it can also produce acidity or reflux, particularly in seniors with slower digestion. An old woman in Chennai described how she would swallow a tablespoon of raw turmeric paste at 9 p.m., only to lie awake with a burning in her chest. Her symptoms subsided once she began eating turmeric after a light snack or early dinner. The lesson is simple. Allow turmeric to work with your digestion, not against it. A third problem is overusing turmeric, believing that more is better. In actuality, big amounts, more than 1 teaspoon of powder at a time, might produce diarrhea, bloating, or a feeling of heat in the body. This is especially concerning for the elderly, who may already suffer from dehydration or a lack of appetite. I recall an uncle from Jaipur who increased his turmeric consumption after learning about its anti-inflammatory properties. Within days, he was using the restroom more frequently and his energy levels had fallen. Moderation is crucial. A small, consistent dose works significantly better than an occasional excess. Finally, many seniors unwittingly combine turmeric with meals that irritate their bladder. Turmeric in a curry is acceptable, but if you consume it with citrus pickles or a late coffee, your bladder will receive confusing signals. Acidic meals, such as tomatoes and oranges, as well as caffeine from coffee and tea, might make the bladder more sensitive. An older couple from Pune observed a decrease in their nighttime urgency when they stopped mixing their turmeric-rich dal with tangy chutneys at dinner. Instead, they ate these foods earlier in the day and made their evening meals lighter and milder. These errors are simple to make because they are entrenched in habits we have practiced for decades, often without question. But the good news is that with a few minor changes, such as eating turmeric earlier, in moderation, and avoiding inflammatory foods, it can once again be your health ally. When properly cared for, your body can respond brilliantly, even in its latter years. Remember, it's not just about incorporating turmeric into your life, it's about allowing it to function in tandem with your body's natural rhythms. How can I take turmeric to sleep all night without waking up at night? Urination. Choosing the correct turmeric is the first and most critical step if you want it to really help your bladder and sleep. In many Indian marketplaces, turmeric powder is combined with starch or artificial color, reducing its natural potency. Whenever feasible, use pure organic turmeric from a reputable local supplier, or get whole dried turmeric fingers and ground them at home. The rich golden yellow hue should be natural, not overpowering, and the perfume should be pleasant and earthy, not synthetic. Remember that top-quality turmeric is not only healthier, but also safer for long-term usage, particularly for the elderly, whose digestive and immune systems may be more sensitive. The time of when you take turmeric can make a significant difference. The golden hour for seniors is between 5 and 7 p.m., when digestion is still active, but your body is starting to prepare for sleep. Taking turmeric too late, particularly after 8 p.m., can increase fluid consumption near bedtime and disrupt your sleep. In the early evening, your body has ample time to metabolize the drink or meal, absorb the curcumin, and allow the bladder to empty normally before bedtime. A retired school teacher from Bhopal told me that by switching her turmeric milk from 9 p.m. to 6:15 p.m., she reduced her bathroom visits from 3 times per night to 1, and occasionally none at all. For those who prefer milk, the traditional turmeric milk recipe is delicate and effective. Warm 150 cc of cow's milk until it is comfortable to sip. Add half a teaspoon of pure turmeric powder and a little pinch of freshly ground black pepper to help the body absorb curcumin better. Stir thoroughly until the color turns golden and the perfume is relaxing. Drink it slowly, almost like a warm hug in a cup, between 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. This recipe works by mixing turmeric's anti-inflammatory effects with the soothing properties of warm milk, allowing both the bladder and the mind to relax before bedtime. One of my Kochi patients, a 70-year-old male, reported that this modest alteration not only lessened his nighttime urgency, but also helped him wake up with less stiffness in his knees. If you don't consume milk or are lactose intolerant, turmeric ginger tea is an excellent substitute. Boil 200 ml of water and add 1-2 teaspoon turmeric powder and 3 to 4 thin slices of fresh ginger. Allow it to simmer for 5 minutes so that the flavors and healthful chemicals can thoroughly integrate. Strain into a cup and, if desired, add a spoonful of honey once it has cooled slightly. Never add honey to boiling water because it loses its inherent sweetness. Ginger provides warmth to the body and aids digestion, and turmeric relaxes the urinary tract. Taken at 6 p.m., this tea helps relax the evening, reduce inflammation, and prepare you for a peaceful night. A widowed grandmother in Jaipur informed me that after including this tea into her daily routine, she not only slept better, but also experienced less swelling in her ankles in the morning. Fresh turmeric with honey is a great no-cook option. Take a little piece of fresh turmeric root, roughly the size of your little finger. Peel it, then grate or finely chop it. Mix it with 1 teaspoon of pure honey and eat it in little bites between 5 and 6 p.m. This combination is gentle on the stomach, delivers curcumin in its raw form, and the honey provides natural antibacterial protection. It is especially beneficial for people who prefer a light, non-liquid evening choice to avoid overfilling the bladder. Whatever recipe you choose, remember that consistency, timing, and moderation are key. Turmeric works best as part of a quiet, attentive evening routine, along with less liquid intake after 7 p.m. and mild relaxation before bedtime. With these short but careful measures, you can restore blissful, unbroken sleep to your evenings and wake up every morning with fresh energy and a lighter heart, combining turmeric with nightly routines to optimize its advantages. Turmeric can be a great ally for your bladder and sleep, but its advantages are amplified when combined with the proper evening habits. One of the simplest and most significant strategies is to limit the amount of water you consume after 7 p.m. This does not imply that you should feel thirsty or deny your body of fluids. Instead, drink the majority of your water between sunrise and late afternoon, and only take little sips in the evenings when you truly need them. This method permits your kidneys to calm down before bedtime, giving your bladder a better chance of remaining quiet all night. A retired teacher from Surat informed me that after implementing this simple rule, her nighttime bathroom visits decreased within a week. Another important practice is to avoid natural diuretics after 5 p.m. Many typical ingredients in Indian kitchens, including tea, coffee, and even watermelon, might boost urine production. While these beverages and fruits may feel refreshing, their effect on the bladder in the evening can be problematic. Tea and coffee, for example, contain caffeine, which stimulates both the kidneys and the nervous system, making it difficult to relax before sleeping. Watermelon, with its high water content, can quickly fill the bladder at night. One elderly couple in Pune discovered that by drinking their afternoon chai before 4 p.m. and saving fruits for earlier in the day, they were both able to sleep for extended periods of time without interruption. Your sleeping position has a big impact on bladder comfort. Many elderly people are accustomed to resting on their backs. However, this can put slight pressure on the bladder and aggravate reflux for others. Sleeping on your left side with a comfortable pillow between your knees can help reduce bladder pressure and promote circulation. This position also promotes better digestion, which indirectly lowers the risk of bladder irritation at night. A 72-year-old man from Chennai reported that after adopting this posture, he felt less compelled to urinate and awoke with less discomfort in his lower back. Simple physical changes like these can silently shift your nights. A quick breathing practice before bed might help promote restful sleep and a calm bladder. Sit comfortably in your bed, close your eyes, and rest one hand on your chest and the other on your tummy. Inhale deeply through your nose for a slow count of 4, allowing your belly to rise, and then slowly exhale through your mouth for 6. Repeat for 5 to 10 rounds. This exercise signals the neurological system to relax, which reduces false bladder signals and makes it easier to fall asleep. Many seniors report that this reduces nighttime anxiety, which can make it difficult to return to sleep after waking. Finally, only use the restroom when absolutely necessary, and avoid going just in case before bed. While this may appear rational, it can instead educate the bladder to communicate urgency, even when it is not full. Over time, this causes increasingly frequent nighttime awakenings for very little volumes of pee. Trust your body's natural impulses and let your bladder to expand to its comfortable size. An older lady in Lucknow told me that when she stopped taking just-in-case journeys, she felt more in control and awoke less frequently each night. When combined, these habits provide a comprehensive nightly regimen that complements turmeric's natural advantages. By carefully timing your fluid intake, avoiding diuretics, sleeping in a supported position, soothing your thoughts with breathing, and accepting your bladder's actual signals, you give yourself the best chance for pleasant, undisturbed sleep. Even as you get older, making little changes might help you regain control of your nights and wake up with renewed energy and a lighter heart. In Pune, Mr. Deshmukh, a 69-year-old retired engineer, had almost accepted that waking up 3 or 4 times a night was just part of getting older. His mornings were heavy, and his afternoon naps became longer as his energy level dwindled. After learning about the proper manner to consume turmeric, he opted to try turmeric milk around 6:15 p.m., reducing his evening water consumption. Within 2 weeks, he was sleeping for 6 hours uninterrupted. His wife observed that he awoke smiling rather than yawning, and he stated it felt like regaining years of youth. Small, consistent changes provided him with the type of rest he had believed was lost forever. Mrs. Leela, a 72-year-old former schoolteacher from Kerala, struggled with both nighttime urination and forgetfulness. She frequently misplaced her prayer book or reading glasses. She started drinking turmeric ginger tea at 6 p.m., as suggested by her doctor. She quit drinking her late-night tea. Her sleep gradually became more consistent, and to her astonishment, her memory improved. She told me that by sleeping more deeply, her mind became sharper and she could recall verses from her favorite bhajans with ease. The improvement in her bladder and intellect offered her a new sense of independence. Mr. and Mrs. Sharma, an older couple in their mid-70s from Delhi, resolved to help each other improve their sleeping habits. They'd been waking each other up with frequent restroom excursions, and the lack of sleep was impacting their mood and everyday routines. They established a simple routine: turmeric honey paste at 5:30 p.m. and no tea or coffee after 4 p.m. They slept on their left sides, with a pillow between their knees. They also did 10 minutes of deep breathing before bedtime. Within a month, both were sleeping longer and awakening only once or never at night. They began taking early morning walks again, holding hands and discussing their plans for the day. Their children noted that they had become considerably more pleasant and enthusiastic. By adopting these changes jointly, they not only improved their health, but also enhanced their relationship. These anecdotes demonstrate that age does not have to determine the quality of our nights. Whether you live alone or with a spouse, taking tiny and mindful efforts, such as using turmeric at the proper time, and combining it with healthy nighttime behaviors, can improve your sleep. With persistence, patience, and a little self-care, tranquil evenings are not a distant memory, but rather a possibility you can pursue now. Nighttime urination can rob away your sleep, energy, and peace of mind. Many seniors believe that it is an unchangeable feature of aging. However, as we have seen, tiny, careful changes can have a significant impact. Using turmeric correctly at the right time, together with supporting evening routines, causes your bladder to calm and your body to enter deep restorative sleep. Sleep increases your happiness, memory, and capacity to appreciate each day confidently. Turmeric is not a miracle cure that will treat everything immediately. It is part of a healthy lifestyle, much like eating a balanced diet, staying active, and maintaining a happy outlook. When used with understanding and respect for your body's demands, turmeric transforms into a compassionate ally, working quietly in the background to help you feel your best. I encourage you to give it a genuine attempt for only 7 days. Choose one of the turmeric recipes we covered, stick to the timing, and incorporate it into the evening behaviors we established. Consider how your evenings change, how frequently you wake up, how easily you fall back asleep, and how refreshed you feel in the morning. Share your experience in the comments because your tale could be the inspiration another senior needs to start. And if you want to keep walking this journey with me, discovering health, healing, and deeper living in your elderly years, don't forget to subscribe and touch the bell button. Every week I'll be right here with you, reminding everyone that we're still alive. Remember that it's never too late to regain calm evenings. And even the tiniest step you take today can pave the way for a brighter, stronger future.